All right, good morning, people, and happy Motivational Monday. Just wanted to give you guys an update, touch base with you guys. I'm actually just finished up my cardio for the day and ab training, early morning session, like I've always done. But again, just wanted to kind of come in here and give you guys an update where we're at, how things are going. We are officially, as of today, just under 6 weeks out, about 40 days out from the 2020 Olympia, and I think the question everyone wants to know, and the question I'm getting a lot is, how do you feel? And it's getting hard. It's getting really tough right now because we've made some changes to both my diet and my cardio, and it seems to be going in the opposite direction, as they should be. When I say opposite direction, I mean we're increasing the cardio and we're decreasing the food. But right now, our focus right now is conditioning, detail, and making sure we're absolutely 100% crisp come show day. Last year I brought really good conditioning, but this year we've added some size, added some tissue to the body, and we want to make sure we display that along with the conditioning. So like I said, checked in with my coaches, both Matt Jansen and John Meadows. Obviously Matt handles all the nutrition, makes the changes to the plan. He's very happy. And the one thing we just keep talking about is how my body has really grown this year, and with that, the diet has been completely different. Like I said, we've been eating a lot of food this prep up until now to this point, and that's been, I think, the key factor in the new growth and holding on to this tissue. Again, we don't care about the weight per se. We just use it as a gauge. It's a tool as far as conditioning goes. But we actually had a conversation yesterday, Matt and I, and we were talking and comparing photos from 6 weeks last year to 6 weeks this year. Last year was around 179 in pretty good condition. 6 weeks now, today, or as of yesterday, we were 188 and far better conditioning. And I just told you again, like, it's been a lot of hard work you put into this prep. This is probably the one prep I'm always focused. I'm not going to say I've never been focused for a prep, but I was very hungry this year, very motivated after coming off a third place finish last year. When you're in that first call out, man, and that's where you want to stay, at top 5, top 6, but when you're at top 3, man, it's the whole other ball game. And I don't ever go backwards. I always tell myself I can never go do worse than I've ever done. And for me, the goal is to win the show at minimum, no less than second. But again, we're not shooting for second. We're shooting for first and first only. But again, anything lower than that is a loss for me. And again, this is it's getting tough. Like I said, it's getting much harder. I'm noticing that my body is changing rapidly, and I'm at the point where I know that things are starting to really get real, because I'm always cold, no matter how hot the gym may be. If you guys see me in the gym, I'm probably in a hoodie, a long sleeve, big t-shirt. And that's another question I get, is people are saying, why do you always stay covered up? Why do you always wear big clothes? Why don't you show? And I get people want to see that, the supporters, they want to see the conditioning, they want to see all that stuff. But at the same time, I got to be me. I got to be real. This is how I've always trained. This is how I've always, been. When I started competing back in 2005, that's how I dressed. That's how I trained. I never went to the gym to show off or to impress anybody. I came up with the old school bodybuilders who wear hoodies, sweatpants, and boots to the gym. And that's kind of how I followed that lead. Obviously, I don't wear the boots, but I'm still wearing the baggy sweatshirts and the baggy pants. And honestly, guys, it's just comfortable for me to train that way. I personally can't be comfortable with tight clothes on, unless I'm training arms or something. But for the most part, I like to be able to be fluid and moving around in my clothes. That's one. Two, it keeps me warm. There's nothing worse than having a cold body, because if you go into the gym cold, there's a good chance you're gonna hurt something, possibly tear something. So keeping covered up is kind of just keeps my body nice and warm and able to get to the workout successfully. And three, again, I don't go into the gym to show off. I don't go into the gym to impress anybody. and I really don't want to see myself in the mirror. I try not to look in the mirror if I can, you know, but there are times where I have to be in front of a mirror. And I don't want to see I don't want to see myself. I just want to just train, and that's it. Because there's a lot of times where guys were wearing tank top or sleeves to the gym, you know, get in front of a mirror, hit some curls, and they feel like, oh, you know, I look good, to get complacent, right? There's no room to be complacent in this sport. You always got to be eager to get better, to look better, to bring something new to the stage every single time, if competitive bodybuilding is your goal. So again, like I said, you know, it's, you know, I'm very quiet at this point in time. I don't leave my house, besides cardio and to train. And when I get into the gym, you guys see me. If you know, you see me in my gym, you probably notice I got the hoodie on, got my head down pretty low, got the hat over the eyes. I just want to get into the gym, train, and get the hell out of there and get home and get the meals in. And again, the meals aren't anything luxurious. They've never been, but it's probably even worse now because I'm starting to pull back a little bit on some of the sauces I've used, like the sugar-free ketchups, all that stuff. They've been good, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but for me personally, I like to just, again, be in control of all the variables, and start to decrease that stuff. You know, and like I said, you know, I'm bringing you guys all in. You guys are getting full access to this entire prep, aside from what I look like. You guys, I've been uploading videos like this continuously every single week on my YouTube page. NutriBio, my main sponsor, obviously, has been doing the docu-series with myself, The Road to the 2020 Olympia, titled Eyes on the Prize. You guys are seeing that footage. We're released into six-part series, excuse me. 1 and 2 have already been released. They're available on my IGTV page as well as NutriBio's. Part 3 we dropping this week. And also, you know, I've been getting a lot of publicity on the Flex Magazine IG as well as the Mr. Olympia IG page, which I greatly appreciate. Just did a one-on-one interview or a live chat with David Bay, the social media director for the Mr. Olympia page. Also did a video update with my man Jose Raymond and Nate Tello this past week for their podcast. So you know, this is a time where people start really publicizing the Olympia, the athletes who's competing, and you start to see predictions left and right. And you know, I think for me, I get a little publicity, which is great, but I don't think I get much because I don't really show much, and that's okay. I don't care about that, you know. And I don't need the hype. I'm not a hype guy. That doesn't motivate me. What motivates me is being a better Shaun Clarida, and having that eye on the prize, which is the Olympia title. You know, I kind of always, you know, I've always been this way. I've always been that guy that's been really quiet. You know, meaning I don't really like to talk about what my plans are, what I plan on doing, what shows I'm shooting for. And someone said, you know, I think Jose actually brought this up. He's like, do you feel like that takes away from like your possibility of social media increase, or, you know, getting more publicity and all that stuff? Like, I get it, yeah. I'm sure that if I posted more photos of myself, I'd probably get more likes and more follows and a lot more publicity, and I get that. Socially, from a marketing standpoint, absolutely. But at the same time, like I mentioned earlier, I gotta be real. I gotta be me. I gotta do me. That's what's worked best for me. That is what's allowed me to stay focused all these years, remain humble, which I believe I am humble, and just kind of do what I love. You know, I never got into the sport to be rich, to be famous, to be any of that stuff. I got into it simply because I love the sport. I love the training. I love the process of getting ready for a show. I love the process of seeing my body progress from A to Z. I love traveling. I love getting on stage. I love being backstage as a competitor. It's a rush. And again, and none of that, you know, equates to being famous or rich or any of that stuff. Obviously, the money does come with that. That's a perk of the sport if you're one of the top guys, and greatly appreciate it. Obviously, having great sponsors like Gasp and NutriBio behind me, it's what's allowing me to, you know, live my dream. You know, that's the one thing I always say. I want to live my dream, do something I love, and I'm doing it. And I'm greatly appreciative of all the support. Obviously, for my team, my girlfriend, my family, my coaches Matt and John, my sponsors NutriBio, Gasp, and as recently, if you guys have seen, I've hooked up with Northern Chill. They provided me with tons and tons of water for this Olympia prep, and there are a few other possibilities, opportunities I might be investing in, but right now the focus is on Olympia and Olympia only. But that's pretty much it, guys, as far as the updates go. Today I have a pretty lax day. It's an off day from training. But again, I just finished cardio and abs. I'm going to eat a meal, relax a little bit, do a little bit of work, and then I actually have a deep tissue massage today with my man Big John. So that is it, guys. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for support, for following along on my journey, and just being interested in what I have to say. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content I'm providing for you. Again, I want you guys to have full access to see everything that goes into this process. My YouTube isn't just training; it's everything. You know, we've got the training, we've got the posing, we've got the me getting my weekly therapy session. It's the update videos like this one. You know, as a competitor back in the day, when I was getting ready for amateur shows, I used to do my cardio and click on YouTube and see who had the latest video. And you know, I think what interests me more than the training was hearing what someone had to say. You know, I remember listening to a lot of Flex Lewis videos, and I watched his training, of course, but it was more so stuff like this, him just talking to his supporters, his fans, and being real and being Flex, and telling you how everything's going, and his good days and his bad days, because there are some great days, there's some good days, and then some really, really bad days. And I know for me, you know, there's some days that are okay, they're not, you know, not as bad, and there's some days I'm just dragging through the floor to the point where it's, you know, just getting to the kitchen and get that meal in, and just I put the meal in front of me and I'm just looking at it because I'm just that tired. But again, this comes with the process. This is how I should be feeling, because if this is not how I felt right now, there's a problem, and that means we need to rectify things. But because I am feeling this way, I know we're on track and things are looking good. And again, having the coaches' eyes and to get their feedback, along with obviously my girlfriend and people like Kai Green and Victor Martinez, who were also in my corner this year, rooting for me. I actually just had another conversation with Kai, just talking this morning. Yeah, man, I'm just truly blessed. I have an amazing opportunity in front of me. Again, I think the biggest thing I'm just telling myself is I'm living my dream, and not too many people can say that. Man, this is surreal, guys. Again, we're 40 days out from the 2020 Olympia. I hope you guys enjoyed this video update. We'll be doing more of these as we get closer and closer. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Drop me a like if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're a competitor yourself and you're feeling the same way, or if you have any questions, you know, drop me a comment and let me know what you guys want to see more. If you don't like these videos, let me know that. Again, your feedback is greatly appreciated, and we take it wholeheartedly. And also make sure you hit the notification bell, guys. Boom, just so you guys know when all my videos will be dropping. As we're getting closer to the show, we're ramping up the videos. So this week alone, I think we're dropping 2 or 3 videos for you guys. And again, leading into Olympia, you'll see more and more and more content from myself, from my sponsors, and let's just keep the ball rolling and rocking. And thank you, guys. Again, I say it all the time, without you supporters following us athletes, we'd be nothing. I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Until next time.